Hello everyone, I'm Marc from Augustine Culinary. This is Augustine's Cooking at Home. Today we are making the ultimate winter comfort food, red wine braised short ribs with smoked mashed potatoes. Absolutely incredible, comforting on a cold winter day. Let's hop into the recipe. So I got some short ribs here from the butcher. These are chuck short ribs, all right? They're a little bit smaller than the plate short ribs. The butcher has trimmed all the silver skin and fat off of it. We are going to then take these and we're just gonna cut them through the bone, okay? Now, if they're a little bit smaller on the edges, we're just gonna leave them whole, all right? So to this, we're just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. All right, I have my pan warming up here. We're just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. All right, and set this a little higher. Now to the short ribs, we're gonna add a little bit of flour. What this is gonna do is gonna help to thicken the sauce when it's cooking. All right. Give it a nice little sear. All right. And we want to make sure that when we start, our pan is nice and hot. All right, so our pan is nice and hot. You can see by the smoke. We are going to take this off of the heat. We have our veal stock that we've been heating up here. All right, let's get it going here. So we're going to start to sear these. Okay. You want to make sure that we're getting a nice sear on them. Don't overcrowd the pan too much. All right, just put in what the pan can fit. We're going to bring our pan on over. Okay, while we're doing that, while we're waiting for that to caramelize. So we're going to let these sear and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So we've seared off all of the short ribs and we're just waiting on that one. Right now we're going to get into our sofrito, or mirepoix in French. Okay, this is the base for which the short ribs are going to cook. They're going to add flavor and aromatics. So your traditional mirepoix or sofrito is going to be onions, carrots, celery. Okay, and then we're going to add some aromatics such as rosemary, bay leaf, and thyme. All right. So we're just rough chopping these because these are going to be taken out at the end. All right. So our short ribs are searing here, nice. We have a hot pan. We're going to add the mirepoix to this pan. Okay. And we're just going to get a little color from it. What it's going to do is caramelize the vegetables. Okay. All the caramelization is going to add a little bit layer of flavor to the dish. Okay. You can really hear it sizzling there. We're going to add a few cloves of garlic. All right. All right. And we're really getting some nice color there. Okay. Now we're going to take our herbs here and we're going to make a little bit of a bouquet garni. Okay. We're going to take some rosemary, thyme, and bay leaf. Okay. And I have a little piece of string here and we're just going to tie it around the herbs so they don't get lost in the braise. Okay. It's going to add some really nice flavoring to the short ribs. Yeah. Now, these are going well. We're going to take this out. Just give these a flip. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of red wine. Okay. Just to deglaze the pan, they're going to take away all that a little bit of caramelization to the pan. Okay. We're gonna throw those into our short ribs. Okay. All right, so I've seared off all of the short ribs. I've caramelized the vegetables, and I've added the bouquet garni. Now I have some veal stock, some beautiful veal stock that I made overnight. And we're just gonna pour that into our short ribs here. All right. Veal stock you can buy at specialty stores, or you can make it yourself, which would be even better. All right. So we're just gonna fill that bad boy up. All right, about halfway. We're gonna foil this, and we're gonna throw it into a 450 degree preheated oven for about 2 hours. All right, thank you. All right, guys, welcome back. We put our short ribs in the oven, and now we're on to my favorite of the dish, smoked mashed potatoes. Now I got my smoker here. Okay, I got my wood chips, my hickory wood chips, and I got my potatoes. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these into 3 pieces. All right, you're gonna wanna cut them into manageable pieces. That way they'll cook faster. All right, you wanna make sure that they're all about the same size, because if not, then you're gonna end up with some that are overcooked and some that are not cooked. So try to make sure that they're all the same size. All right, to this, we're gonna add some water, salt. Okay, we're gonna add a few garlic cloves to this. All right, we're gonna add some rosemary. I add the rosemary into the cooking water just to add a little bit of extra flavor, a little bit of salt. Okay, let me get some water in these. All right, you're gonna wanna make sure that you cover them. All right, so I'm gonna put this on high. Now we're going to start to make the cream of the mashed potatoes, probably the most important part of the mashed potatoes. All right, we're gonna take some cream, about 2 to 3 cups. We're gonna take some garlic cloves, I'm gonna smash them. Okay, this is gonna add an incredible garlic flavor to the cream. All right, I always add a little bit of rosemary to that. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme. Again, you wanna make sure that you flavor the cream. All right, I'm gonna add some butter. About 2 sticks. All right, a little bit of salt. We're gonna get that on the oven, and we're gonna start to bring it up to a boil, and then we're gonna reduce it down to a simmer and make sure that the garlic gets cooked. What's up, guys? We are cooking a winter comfort food here. I have my favorite tool, my smoker out. We're gonna be making smoked mashed potatoes. These are probably the best mashed potatoes I've ever had, and I'm not just saying it because I made it, but we've added garlic, we've added rosemary to this. We've also got our cream back here. It is now thoroughly infused with garlic, rosemary, thyme. All right, we're gonna pull those out. Okay. We want to leave the leaves in there. All right, because we're gonna get our little stick blender out, our little boat motor, and just puree all the garlic and the rosemary and everything like that all together. And you really start to smell this beautiful, creamy, herby beautifulness that we got working here. All right. Oh, it just smells so amazing, so fragrant, so rich. All right, so our potatoes have boiled here. Okay, we're gonna strain them. We're gonna pull out the rosemary here. We're gonna leave in the garlic and everything else. All right. All right. So let's strain this. All right. We're gonna put them back into this container. All right. Make sure that they're nice and strained. We're gonna put them back. We're gonna bring them over here where I've already got some aluminum foil waiting. We're gonna cover this pan. Now we're gonna take our smoker. Okay. Now this can be done on your on your regular smoker or at home. I usually do a tabletop. All right, we're going to add a little bit of smoke to this. All right, we're going to turn it down and just let it smoke for a minute or two. That's going to add a really beautiful flavor. Once you eat these potatoes, you're never going to want to eat a regular mashed potato again, that's for sure. All right. Oops. Want to make sure we keep it in there. All right, you can see that beautiful smoke. Oh, these smell amazing. I love doing this during winter. It just reminds me of like the fireplaces, like walking through. We're in Westchester, so it's very suburban, and just walking through the different neighborhoods and smelling that, you know, that first stove and fireplace is just amazing. That's what it really reminds me of. That's why I love doing it during the fall and winter. All right, so we have our smoked potatoes here. All right, we have our cream. We're just, oh man, the smell is amazing. Everybody in here just wants some. All right, we got our, we have our masher here. We're gonna mash these up. All right. Now, if they start to give you a little hard time, you can add a little bit of the cream to it. All right, we're gonna add a little cream to this. Add a little bit of cream, give it a stir. Okay. I can smell the short ribs. They're smelling amazing. Just that perfume of rosemary and red wine. I'm telling you, on a cold day, this stuff is amazing. You and your partner sit on a couch, pop open a nice bottle of wine. All right, so work our mashed potatoes a little bit more. Okay. Now I like mine pretty loose. Okay. All right, now at this point we're going to check for seasoning. Okay, so I got my spoon here. Just gonna give it a little taste. Make sure we're on the right track. If you look in here, you can see like the rosemary leaves, and I'm just pushing them down and getting all that flavor in there. Oh, it's amazing. All right. So I'm gonna put these off to the side. I'm gonna take my cream and put it on the back burner here. And now we're gonna grab our short ribs. Welcome back, everybody. We have red wine braised short ribs with smoked mashed potatoes. I don't think anything sexier has come out of my mouth in years. We just took out our short ribs about 2 hours or so. We checked them, they're nice and tender. We have our smoked mashed potatoes we just made. Now we're gonna plate this bad boy. So I have our mashed potatoes here, okay. I'm just gonna add nice little amounts. Let me tell you, it smells amazing in here, and everybody in here is dying for these short ribs. All right, so we're gonna take a nice short rib here. All right. We're gonna place that on there, okay. We're gonna get our strainer here. I'll move that over a little bit so we don't spill it. All right. Nope, let's do it this way here. Okay. It's bad when you're left-handed. All right, so we're gonna put that over there. Okay. Try not to make a mess like I did. All right. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is amazing. All right. Now I know I made it. I can say it, but it is amazing. All right. So we're just going to finish this as we do in the restaurant with just a little bit of finishing oil. Okay. And there you have it. It's amazing. It just smells. It smells beautiful with the rosemary, the garlic, the smoked mashed potatoes. I don't think there's anything better in the world for a nice cold winter night than this bad boy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for cooking with us. This is Marc Texera for Augustine Salumeria.